I can't go live on Twitter from my what you call it. It's weird. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to go live on Twitter from my iPhone, but it literally won't let me, dog. Like I don't know what the issue is. If my account not available to do it or what. But maybe I gotta update the app. Is that it? Who's a Twitter user? And let me see. I wish I could go live on Facebook and all them other little situations because I don't know how to work this. Let me see. I might have to go into the app store. And I'm really trying to burn a minute. I don't even know how it work on YouTube when it come to that. Like, do you gotta burn a minute when you on YouTube live or what? Cause I'm trying to see what's up. And when you get into YouTube, if you see something, say something. Leave a comment so I can shout you out. I'm a minute in. Pause. So I guess I'll see what's up on hitting that good old button and getting the show started. Like a damn, let me see. Can y'all even hear me? I ain't even trip off that. Let me hit my settings one good time to make sure I'm even talking into the roadcaster because I might have to kill a live. Okay, for sure, yeah. We in there. What's going on, KC? How is you doing? Let me see though. Gunshots. Beach. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Live on YouTube, my nigga. Hopefully it don't fuck my video quality up too bad, cause nigga, there's a reason I wasn't really fucking with the YouTube live and shit, cause on some real shit, I really didn't like the way that the video quality was looking. Like, I'm even looking right now, like, my frame rate fucked up. Like, this motherfucker going in like 12 frames per second and shit. Like, it looks shitty. I ain't gonna front, my nigga. Like, you know, I be having to like check my internet connection and shit, like to see how fast it's going. But from the looks of it, very slow, my nigga. I ain't gonna bullshit you, but nigga, the show must go on, my nigga. The cool thing about going live on YouTube as opposed to like doing the pre-recorded is when I do the upload, it's just a whole lot faster because if it's already uploaded to YouTube, nigga, that's one less step, my nigga. That's one less thing I gotta do. You know, taking that motherfucker out the camera roll, editing, putting it on YouTube for the upload. It's already on there. Nigga be having way more views, way more of all the other shit. So, you know, it is what it is, my nigga. You know, I might have to start doing it on StreamYard or something because I do enjoy like having a little live element of, you know, people being able to comment, you know, people being able to say something and all that. But we shall see, my nigga. Cause you know, I'm going live on Twitter too. But nigga, I be telling niggas like Twitter be dead as shit. And it be so funny because people be like, oh man, why you don't, go live on Twitter or why you don't go live on these other platforms? Niggas literally don't be on there. And it be so funny because it be like the same niggas that'll tell me to go live on a certain platform, the same niggas that'll tell me to do a certain thing, be the same motherfuckers that won't be there when I go there, nigga. So it be what it be. You know, I would have went live on Bigo, but nigga, Bigo be dead as hell. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck going on with Bigo. I think Bigo is kind of like live where or Instagram where people want you to engage with them. I don't be having time for that shit. I ain't gonna front, nigga. I don't know them niggas. You know, I go live on that motherfucker when there's people who I fuck with, so we can have a back and forth. But far as the podcast go, eh, you know. And if you live on Twitter, my nigga, if you see something, say something, nigga, cause that motherfucker don't be telling me who's all on and shit. So I be wanting to shout y'all out. At least Instagram would tell me like, you know, Fat Neck Kelly is watching your live. You know, Short Randy watching your live, ugly Keisha and shit. Like, nigga, see something, say something. Nigga, let me shout you out. But today's episode is gonna be about rejection, my nigga, cause y'all niggas already know, man. Like I always say, y'all know my favorite word. No. And the thing is, like, being told no is not always a bad thing, my nigga. A lot of times it's good to be told no. It's good to be rejected, dog. Like, I understand nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to hear the word no. Like, we wish that everything we asked for, everything we tried to get, everything that we went to require, we was able to get. Yeah, that it's human nature, my nigga. Nobody likes to hear the word no. But, a lot of times, dog, like, it's a good thing when you get rejected, my nigga. Just like in the artwork, the thumbnail, rejection is just redirection. What's going on? 12 motherfucking Cal, the billionaire podcaster in the building. Shout out 12 Cal, my nigga. I'm wondering if since I'm live on YouTube, that nigga Verb will show up. Verb used to always be in the YouTube live and shit. We gonna see a Verb pop up too. But like I said, my nigga, like, it's not always bad to be rejected, dog. Like, sometimes rejection is a good thing. Something I've talked about, like, when it comes to like dating, when you get rejected in dating situations, that's 100% a blessing, my nigga. Like, that's one of them that I talk about all the time. Like, that person ain't for you. That person don't like you, my nigga. I know you might like them. You might be attracted to them. You might think they beautiful, pretty. You might think that motherfucker's handsome, or whatever your preference is, or whoever you are. But, my nigga, if they ain't for you, they not for you, and that's cool, my nigga. Like, move around. Like, I would tell motherfuckers, like, I would much rather a woman tell me no at hello than drag me on and have me thinking that we got something, and then later on dump me on my head and leave me fucked up with a broken heart, my nigga. Like, hearing no in the beginning is not heartbreaking. It's just whatever. It's like, damn, wish she'd have said yeah. But it's fucked up when a motherfucker string you along for a whole long time, having you thinking that y'all got something going on that you don't have going on, my nigga. That's fucked up. That's why, like I say, like with anything, my nigga, like, you can't be mad that you don't get everything you want every time, because sometimes shit just wasn't meant for you. Other times shit just wasn't meant for you in the moment. Sometimes it's not that it's a definite no, but literally a temporary no. It's just God saying, wait, you ain't ready for that right now. That's why, like, me personally, like, I take rejection very well. Like, it's not often you gonna see me have somebody tell me no, or lose out on an opportunity, or miss out on something that I don't get to do, and you see me be butthurt about it. Especially because, like I tell y'all, like, I live by the philosophy of stoicism. Like, literally my mindset is always, it is what it is. Happens to the best of us, my nigga. I'm not tripping. Like, do I wish I got it at the time that I asked for it? Yeah. But if it's meant for me, I'll get it in due time. I'll get it when it's meant for me, my nigga. And that's okay. Like, nigga, I can't let a rejection or something not going my way fuck me up. Like I always say, like, a nigga got too much fly shit going on to be butthurt about missing out on something. Especially a motherfucking female, my nigga. Cause like I've said, nigga, like, the no can mean wait, or the no can mean she just wasn't for you, or he just wasn't for you. Like, nigga, a lot of motherfuckers, like, you fall in love with the idea of fucking with a person. You fall in love with the idea of y'all having a relationship, or y'all having a rapport. And in reality, that motherfucker might not have been what you wanted, my nigga. You definitely wasn't what they wanted, especially at that very moment. So, nigga, just be happy with the fact that that's one less motherfucker you got to waste your time on, my nigga. And 12 Kyle says sometimes no mean not right now. Exactly, my nigga. Sometimes no literally mean wait. Like, they used to tell us that shit in church all the time. Like, nigga, no means wait. Me personally, nigga, no can mean no. No can mean no forever. Cause like I said, my nigga, like, I've been rejected by women, and then, like, seen what it was with them, like later on in life, or even like later on and getting to know them better. And I was like, shit, I'm glad that bitch said no. Cause nigga, God knows what would have happened if I would have ended up with her. I was gonna say ended up with her goofy ass, which, yeah, some of these bras really be goofy, my nigga. Like some of the motherfuckers that reject you, they saw something between y'all that you might not have saw. So you might be romanticizing the fact of y'all being together and working and being a good healthy couple, and they already know, like, nigga, we ain't nothing alike. Like I would tell motherfuckers about love languages, my nigga. Like a female who wants to be in a trick hoe type of relationship, me and her not gonna work, my nigga. It's just not gonna work well. So I've been rejected by women, and I've rejected women for that same exact thing. I've had women approach me and they want to be in a trick hoe relationship, meaning their love language is receiving gifts. Like they want a nigga to spoil them and shower them with, all type of superficial bullshit. And I'm not saying that like that's a bad thing to want. Your love language is your love language. Your preference is your preference. What you want is what you want. But me personally, that's not how I get down. That's not how I show love. So we wouldn't be in alignment if we was together. So it don't bother me to not be fucking with somebody like that. Like I said, sometimes they can see it in you that you and them wouldn't mix, and vice versa. So a lot of times, nigga, I be happy to see a motherfucker walk away from me. Like I've talked about multiple times, nigga, my favorite passage in Iceberg Slim's book Pimp. I celebrate when a bitch leave me because it gives me the opportunity to replace her with a better bitch. That's what it is with me when it comes to rejection, dog. Like, nigga, anything that I miss out on, I'm not mad that the door closed because a bigger, better door is gonna open later on. Like that's the fucking thing. And if y'all are in the live on Twitter, could y'all leave a comment? Cause I literally can't see who's in that motherfucker. All they say is there's 5 people watching on Twitter. Twitter weird as a motherfucker. I don't know shit about Twitter. But like I said, dog, like I don't be mad when a woman reject me. And like I be telling motherfuckers, like you should never be mad when a person rejects you because you never know what it is with that motherfucker. Like you don't know what you could have had or didn't have. You don't know what type of what's going on, Brit. What's the podcast? I could talk about this all day podcast. Shout out to Brit up in this motherfucker. Thank you so very much. Give a nigga opportunity to shout y'all out, my nigga. If y'all in here, my nigga, let a nigga know something, man. Let me know I ain't alone. Let me know it ain't 9 bots watching me, my nigga. It might be robots or some shit, nigga. The motherfucking accounts, the whole shit being, you know, German and Russian and all these other languages and shit, my nigga. But, like I said, dog, like there's fucked up situations that are rejecting you. There's situations that you might not be ready for rejecting you. Just like jobs, my nigga, like you might be filling out applications and turning in resumes and things like that to a certain job. It might be your dream job. A lot of times, nigga, you get rejected because you're not ready for that yet, my nigga. It's not always a bad thing. Like I said, my nigga, like sometimes it just wasn't your turn yet. It wasn't your time yet. It's not to say that you'll never get it. It just wasn't your time at that time. Like, like I say all the time, like, nigga, I try not to like get too religified on here because that's not my lifestyle. That's not how I walk. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you got to have faith in God's time. Like sometimes you got to have faith in the fact that sometimes the universe is putting shit in place for you to be able to get it when it's your time to get it, my nigga. Like sometimes you got to literally say like, you know what, that wasn't for me at the time and that's okay. I didn't get the job and that's okay. Now that's not to say like if you broke as a motherfucker and you really trying to get something and you don't get it, yeah, I know you gonna be butthurt because you fucking starving. But at the same time, nigga, a lot of times you're not starving. You doing okay. You just didn't get something, my nigga. And that's what I'm speaking to. I ain't speaking to the motherfucker that ain't ate in 3 days, nigga. They done turned your lights off and you finna get evicted. You know, you gonna be begging for the yes. And something that like I'm always bringing about in this show is never moving from a point of desperation, because desperation is the worst position to negotiate from. Because when you are negotiating from a place of desperation, people can treat you however they want to. People can offer you however much they want to. People can offer you the bare minimum and you'll take it because you're literally desperate. Like me, one of the things like I talk about as far as like, again, if we going back to dating, my nigga, you never want to talk to a woman like you desperate, like you thirsty. You never want to appear thirsty, because a thirsty ass nigga will accept the bare minimum. A thirsty ass bitch will accept the bare minimum, my nigga. A pick me ass broad. A woman who's thirsty for a nigga, you'll accept whatever the fuck this nigga give you because you thirsty. You desperate for this nigga's attention. You desperate for this nigga's love. You desperate for this nigga's affection. So he can be like, well, shit, all I got to do is tell you good morning and ignore you for the rest of the day. And you're going to accept that because you so thirsty to fuck with me. You'll accept whatever the fuck I offer you. Nigga, you never want to appear that way. This is something I talk about like when you in long-term relationships. Like, I'm a big believer in staying on point. Me personally, something I've always talked about and always expressed in relationships that I've always been in. I ain't never gonna fucking fall off. Nigga, not if I can help it. I'll be damned if I let myself go. Get fat, like get out of shape, stop taking care of myself, stop shaving my head, stop, taking care of my facial hair, like stop trying to look good, stop trying to dress nice. Because I don't never want the woman that I fuck with to look at me like shit. Don't nobody want this nigga. Cause once you get in that situation where the person that you fuck with is looking at you like, nigga, don't nobody want you but me, they'll get complacent, my nigga. It's just human fucking nature. Nigga, when they know they got somebody that don't nobody else want, they gonna treat you like don't nobody else want you. The value that you hold on yourself is the value that other people will put on you, my nigga. If your mate see that you don't value yourself, they not gonna have no high value for you. Shit, nigga, you ain't going nowhere. Don't ain't nobody tripping off you. So I'm not gonna have to stay on point because you ain't on point. Me personally, part of the reason that I'm always trying to be at tip top shape, always at the best of the best that I can be, is because with me being a reflection of you and you being a reflection of me, I need you to have that same energy for yourself. I need for you to be fly every time the outside world see you, same as me. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, nigga, I go check the mail dressed up. I go run to the liquor store across the fucking street dressed up. Nigga, I got jewelry and an outfit on, nigga. I got my good shoes, good clothes, good everything on. Cause number one, I never know who gonna see me. And number two, I'm a representation of myself and everybody who I love and who loves me. So you never gonna catch me off point. Just like when I'm in a fucking relationship. My woman know. Nigga, when I step outside, I'm that nigga everybody want. So you gonna act a certain way because your replacement is begging for your motherfucking spot. Like something that I talk about as far as relationships, my nigga, like your job in a relationship is to keep the side nigga away, to keep the side bitch away. Nigga, that's your job, my nigga. Like you supposed to be as on point in everything that you do as possible. So the person that you fuck with feel like it would be horrible to lose you. I do not want to lose this motherfucker. I got a cold ass nigga or I got a cold ass broad. I'll be damned if I fuck this up. They not gonna feel like that if you letting yourself go. If you carrying yourself sloppy. If you half-assing everything you do. What, again, why would I hold a higher value on you than you hold on you? You should always be valuing yourself very highly. So you don't even got to deal with that type of shit. You know, like I say about fucking rejection, my nigga, with me being on point, the confidence that I have in myself, if I get rejection, that's cool. That's more bad on you than it is on me. You know, like nigga, I get rejected and I'm like, psh, she just had bad taste, my nigga. Her loss. That's literally how I feel when I get rejected, nigga. That's her loss, nigga. Like I know what I am. I know what I got to offer. You know, like a conversation that I had not too long ago, my nigga. Like the nigga at the Rolls Royce dealership is not mad that you can't afford the Rolls Royce. That nigga's not tripping, my nigga. You know, that's literally how you should view yourself, my nigga. Like you didn't, you just knew that it was a motherfucker that you couldn't handle in front of you. So, nigga, you spared yourself the burden of fucking with somebody as fly as me, my nigga. Like that's the attitude that I have when I get rejected. Like I don't look at it like, oh my God, she was just so phenomenal and so special and so amazing. And little old me, I wasn't on her level. No. I'm just like, well, you know, fuck it, shit, nigga. She just didn't know better. Her loss. It is what the fuck it is, my nigga. Like I'm not thirsty. I'm not desperate, nigga. It's like it's gonna be 1,000 motherfuckers like you that want to fuck with me. It's not 1,000 motherfuckers like me that want to fuck with you. You know, like that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like when you have confidence in yourself, when you secure in yourself, when you're confident in your abilities, you're never tripping off rejection. You know, like I said, a lot of times you're happy with rejection. You know, like something that I talk about on the show a lot is embracing your L's. You know, because a lot of times, nigga, rejection is not always a L. It's literally a redirection. You know, nigga, I was headed this way. Now I'm headed that way. It is what the fuck it is. I'm not tripping. You know, you said no, nigga, but people are gonna say yes. You know, it's like when you go to a car dealership and you got $1 million, right? You can buy whatever fucking car you want. You might have went to a dealership, you just didn't find the car you want. You're not tripping because you know you're gonna find that car. You just haven't found it in this place. You know, that's the same thing, nigga. When it comes to a rejection, that's how a confident person looks at rejection. Like there just was nothing here that was for me. It is what the fuck it is, my nigga. You know, that's the way that it's viewed. Well, I guess I gotta go elsewhere and find what I'm looking for elsewhere, my nigga. You know, you never negotiate from a position of desperation. You know, like when I get rejected, like nigga, I don't drop my shoulders. I don't drop my head. Like you'll never see a look of depression in my expression, in the words of the great sinful to P. Like nigga, when you tell me no, like nigga, I got the same pep in my step that I had when I approached you as I do after you reject me, my nigga. Because I don't mind. It's all good. You know, I walk up on you, hey, beautiful, how you doing? You know, my name is Anthony. You know, can I get your name? You know, can I get your contact information? Do you think that we could speak later on? And she like, nah, you know, I'm not interested. Okay, that's cool. You know, go ahead and enjoy your day. You have a day that is as beautiful as you are. And I'm gonna keep on motherfucking pushing. No sadness, no, oh, punk ass bitch. Oh, you don't what? You can't fuck with a nigga like me? No. Nigga, once I get no, nigga, I got a very nice little way of telling you goodbye, and I'm gonna keep the fuck pushing. I'm not positive K. I ain't with that. What your man got to do with me? Bitch, I ain't motherfucking Pepe Le Pew. Who the fuck is you? You know, like sometimes persistence is cool. You know, don't get me wrong. Sometimes that approach works, but me personally, nigga, never. Nigga, you will never see the dealer at the Rolls Royce lot chasing nobody up the motherfucking street, my nigga. You know, anything that I gotta force on you can't be that good. You know, you ain't never see a motherfucking commercial for no motherfucking Rolls Royces and Bentleys and shit where they like, come on down. Oh, no credit. Oh, no credit check. You don't need a job. You don't need money. No money down. Please, come on, come buy one of these Rolls Royces. No, motherfucker, because you want this. We don't want you. Nigga, we not begging for no motherfucking customers. When you got your money up, you'll be over here. Like my thing is like this, my nigga. I attract. I don't chase. I ain't chasing shit. Especially a bitch. Like, nigga, you not finna see me running up the block to chase Nan, bitch. Because the thing is, like, I know what I have is valuable. What the fuck I'm chasing you for? Like, you should be chasing me, my nigga. Like I said in the fucking show, nigga, straight no chaser. Like, nigga, everything that I have, I attract. I work, I earn. Nigga, I bring shit to me, my nigga. I manifest things, my nigga. I don't chase a motherfucking thing. Nigga, if that energy not mutual, I don't want it. If I gotta be applying pressure and you're not applying that same pressure to me, I don't want it, my nigga. Nigga, we in a sinking ship. I don't want that shit. I'm cool. You can have that. If I gotta be the motherfucker reaching out to you every time, I'm a fan. I tell y'all that shit all the time, my nigga. You should never be the one initiating contact every time you speak to a motherfucker. Every time y'all talk, you gotta be the one calling. Every time y'all meet, you gotta be the motherfucker inviting. You always the one. Oh, can I come over? Can I? Nah, my nigga. Like I'm nobody's fan, my nigga. Like, especially like I be telling motherfuckers, like, if I call you 2 or 3 times and you don't answer, I'm gonna go ahead and just delete your motherfucking number. That's a waste of my time. Like I'm far too valuable to be wasting my time with somebody who's not interested in me or not as interested in me as I am in them. Nigga, answering the fucking phone, that ain't enough, my nigga. I need you calling me like I'm calling you. I need you to be just as interested in me as I am in you. Or I'm wasting my fucking time, and my time is too valuable. And what you say, KC, that's the difference between confidence and ego. People with big egos feel like rejection is not an option for them. Exactly. Because again, that is the thing. That's the absolute truth. Ego is when you get pissed off when the motherfucker tell you no, because you like, how dare you look at me? I'm whoop de fucking whoop, nigga. I'm a celebrity, or I'm this, or I'm that. That's why a lot of motherfuckers not good at taking rejection, because they look at rejection with their fucking ego. Like, how dare you? Me personally, nigga, I don't look at that shit, nigga. I try my hardest to keep my ego in check. Like I try very hard to make sure, like, I don't allow my ego to get out of whack to the point where, like what KC said about being rejected. I don't take nothing personal, my nigga. Like I'm real big on keeping shit out of person. Like, I feel like taking shit personal a lot of times literally means taking it with your ego or looking at it through the scope of ego, as opposed to looking at stuff through the scope of logic. Like, when people take shit personal, a lot of times the connotation of taking something personal is taking it negatively, taking something wrong, taking something by being in your fucking feelings. Me personally, like I say, when I get rejected, I don't take it personal. I can easily just tell you, like, go ahead and enjoy your day, beautiful. My bad. If you got a boyfriend, that's cool. If you just not interested, that's cool. You don't like light skinned niggas. You don't like comedians. You don't like truck drivers. You don't like niggas with big foreheads or beards or any of that shit. Like, it's none of my business why you said no. Once you say no, I'm cool with that. Like I be telling motherfuckers, like, there's plenty of fish in the sea, my nigga. It's very rare that you're gonna be talking to the most beautiful woman in the world. So it's like, if she say no, it is what it is, my nigga. There will be others. The only common denominator is you, my nigga. Like, just the confidence that it took to approach her should let you know, nigga, you can approach other motherfuckers that look like her. That no don't stop nothing. Just like with jobs, my nigga. When it comes to me on a job, if they say no, it is what it is, my nigga. There's somebody out there hiring. And thank you very much, Brick Brick. Being bald and bearded, hey man, it is what it is, my nigga. I had to get the beard because bald with no facial hair looks crazy. You look like you got a white van with free candy written on the side of that motherfucker. So can't do the bald without having some type of facial hair, my nigga. I was gonna cut it down to the goatee because Brownie been telling me to cut my beard off, but I just can't do it, my nigga. It's weird, dog. Like, and I got a strong chin, my nigga. Pause. Like, I'm cool with no beard, but I like it. But like I said, my nigga, like even when it comes to a job, like luckily I'm in a financial position to not be desperate for a job because, like I said, nigga, you never want to negotiate from a place of desperation. So when it comes to me and jobs, like if I see a financial opportunity that I want, I'm gonna approach it. I'm gonna try to go get that. I'm gonna see what that shit talking about. But at the same time, like if they say no, that's cool. Just like I told y'all in the episode, what's my favorite word? Like, nigga, I've told jobs no. I've rejected jobs. I've gone into those interviews, and like I tell y'all all the time, dog, like when you're an employee, when you have a skill, you are an independent contractor, my nigga. You have the ability to walk away from these situations because on the skills and talents that you have, you can take those anywhere. So when you're going into these jobs, when you're going into these working situations, shit, nigga, you got just as much power as they do. They need you just as much as you need them. They need a worker just as much as you need to work. That's why you guys have an exchange. They're giving you money for your time, for your effort, for your know-how, for your labor. So, nigga, you don't have to work for them. You want to work for them maybe because of what they pay or the situation that they have or the location or, any of these situations, my nigga. But like me personally, like I say, a lot of the times when I turn jobs down, nigga, if y'all don't have holidays off, if y'all niggas got me working days that I don't want to work, or if y'all don't pay what I want to get paid, I'm getting the fuck up and I'm walking the fuck out. Like one of my favorite things to do, and this is something that I've done that stopped me from even walking into the interview. Whenever I'm looking for a job, something that I do a lot, I walk through the fucking parking lot. And if there's no cars in that parking lot that I'm willing to drive, I don't even apply to the fucking job. Like, if these niggas ain't driving what I want to drive, they're probably not making what I want to make. So what the fuck am I going in here to work here for? These niggas probably ain't even paying good. I go in that motherfucker and I see a whole bunch of little one payment ass cars, whole bunch of 1999s and 2004s and shit like that. These niggas all driving old Corollas and older Camrys and Civics and Daewoo's and old ass Kias and Geo Metros and shit. The fuck I want to work here for? If y'all niggas ain't driving nothing new body style, clean and fly, I probably don't want to work at this motherfucker. They probably don't pay shit. Why all y'all niggas drive these raggedy ass cars? And then when I go into the interview, nigga, early, just like how they ask, oh, well, how'd you hear about the company? Oh, what made you want to work here? You know, uh, why are you passionate about folding boxes in the back of a warehouse? Nigga, first thing I asked them is, so, what's you guys' starting salary? If that ain't what I want to get paid, I'm like, is there any way that that could be negotiated or raised up? Like, y'all can't like offer a little more than that. If they say no, I'm getting up and walking the fuck out. Literally, nigga, I'll shake their hand like, oh, okay, well, I guess I misunderstood, the what the position was and how much I was paying. So, you go ahead and enjoy your day. Nigga, don't call me, I'll call you, my nigga. Straight the fuck up. Like I tell y'all, dog, like the best place to negotiate from is the place of being able to walk away. The greatest thing that you have when it comes to leverage is the ability to walk away from any negotiation. If somebody knows that you're afraid to walk away, somebody feels like you won't walk away, them motherfuckers gonna offer you the bare minimum. Them motherfuckers gonna treat you however the fuck they want to because they know you're not going nowhere. They know you afraid to leave. So it ain't nothing to walk away from you, or it ain't nothing to walk all over you. Cause you ain't going nowhere, no way. You can't quit. Bitch ass nigga. Do what the fuck I said, cause you ain't going no motherfucking where. And what? That's how you gonna get motherfucking treated, dog. Like you never want to put yourself in a position to be treated like that. Because when a motherfucker know you won't walk away, that's exactly the treatment that you gonna get. And what you say, 12 Kyle, I always look at the management when I look at the new job. If there's no executives that look like me, I'm probably not taking the job. Nigga, that's another good one, my nigga, on some real shit. Like, nigga, representation matters, dog. Like, if you at a company and you feel like there's no real upward mobility, it's probably not a good place to work. Now don't get me wrong. If you just need something quick and you just trying to make a couple of dollars, you only plan on being there 6 months to a year, or I'm just here while I'm in school or something like that, then bullshit ain't nothing, my nigga. Go get your chicken. But at the same time, like me personally, nigga, the first thing I'm asking is what you pay. Nigga, the second thing I'm asking is like what's the PTO? You know, the third thing I'm asking is what is the upward mobility? Like, what is the possibility for me moving forward at this company? Because some of the questions that they ask you in job interviews, like the question that I was asked by my supervisor was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I told that nigga sitting in your seat, like straight the fuck up. Like, nigga, doing what you do, motherfucker. He was like, what you think you gonna replace me? I said, yeah, nigga, when you get your raise, when you get promoted, I want your seat, nigga. Like, nigga, that's the type of job that I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for something that has upward mobility. Like, nigga, I don't want to be stuck here forever. I don't want to be stuck behind the wheel of this motherfucking truck for the rest of my life, my nigga. Like, at some point, I want to be able to upgrade, my nigga. If y'all don't offer no shit like that, why would I be here? And that goes for everything, my nigga. Even if you starting at the ground level, nigga, even if you flipping hamburgers, like, nigga, at what point can I reach the management position? Is there something higher than the manager? Like, is there a position that I could get above that if I stay long enough, if I work real hard, if I go to school, do you niggas offer that? Because they have jobs that literally offer to pay for your school if what you going to school for pertains to that particular place. Like, them niggas, they'll pay you to go to business management courses. Them niggas will pay you to take classes that'll upgrade you in the position that you do at certain jobs. Sometimes you just gotta ask, like, hey man, y'all motherfuckers be paying for classes for people to upgrade, at the job. Those are the type of things that you should be looking for. And again, if things like that ain't offered at the place that you go, bye. Like I say, my nigga, it's always an amicable split with me, my nigga. Like, I'm always walking away with my head up. I keep my ego out of the shit. I don't feel bad when I'm rejected, my nigga. I'm pretty sure they don't feel bad when I get up and walk out the interview. They probably got 200 other motherfuckers they got to interview that day. They not butthurt because I walked out, nigga. They probably like, oh, well, fuck it. Wasn't for you. It is what it is. And like I said, nigga, that's the same way I approach everything. Like I did the fucking episode, price versus value. I did another episode called price versus prestige. And basically in the price versus prestige episode, I was breaking down the difference between Mercedes and Lamborghini. Mercedes is prestigious. Lamborghini is expensive. Like me personally, I view myself as prestigious. I view myself as valuable, not just expensive. There's some motherfuckers out here that got a high price on it, but they ain't worth shit. And not to say that Lamborghinis ain't worth shit, but at the same time, look at the way people treat Lamborghinis. Even though it costs a lot of money to have a Lamborghini, niggas fuck over Lamborghinis when they get them. You be seeing motherfucking Lamborghinis with all type of wild, crazy paint jobs. You be seeing niggas doing donuts and Lamborghinis. You see niggas do all type of goofy shit with them. Because even though they cost a whole lot, nigga, they not really valuable. They not rare and none of that shit. You don't really see people fuck over Mercedes. And a lot of niggas could get Mercedes for a nice little cheap little price, my nigga. You know, they got little C-class Mercedes that go for the same price as certain Hondas and pickup trucks and shit like that. But niggas don't fuck over Mercedes because it's a status symbol, my nigga. Because it's a valuable name, because it carries a certain weight when you have a Mercedes. You know, that's how I carry myself. Like I said, it's the same as Rolls Royce. The dude at the Rolls Royce dealership ain't butthurt when you walk out of the dealership because he just know you couldn't afford this and that's okay. That don't break my fucking heart. You just couldn't afford it. You know, same as when you go into the Louis Vuitton store, the Gucci store, the Bottega store. You know, any of these luxury brands, my nigga, like you just couldn't afford it, and that's cool, my nigga. You know, no hard feelings. You know, come back when you got your weight up. Same as me, my nigga. You know, a lot of times, nigga, I get rejected and I damn near look at it like I rejected you. Like, nigga, you said no to me. I'm like, shit, cool, nigga. That's on you, nigga. It don't hurt my feelings. You know, cause like I say, my nigga, when you view yourself as valuable, rejection don't hurt you, my nigga. Because you know, like, nigga, I'm fly. It's nothing wrong with me. Just because you didn't want what I had to offer, don't make what I have to offer bad. You know, I literally look at it as a motherfucker who, if I was to come to your door and offer you something that cost 50,000 and you knew you didn't have 50,000, nigga, I'm not mad at you for not having 50,000. You just didn't have it and it's cool. You know, like you couldn't afford this. You couldn't handle this. This wasn't for you and that's good. Because now I can find somebody who will value what I have to offer. I could find somebody who likes me just as much as I like them. Like, nigga, there will be time. There will be others. There is somebody out there who will love me the way I'm supposed to be loved. Somebody who likes me the way that I'm supposed to be liked. Somebody that treats me the way that I want to be treated. That wasn't you, and that's okay. It is what it is, nigga. I could walk away with a smile on my face. That's the same as how I walk away from job interviews, even when I don't get the job. You know, like, nigga, I've applied at jobs that I wanted bad as hell. Like, literally, dog, my dream job as a teenager on some real shit, I always wanted to work at Foot Locker, my nigga. Like, nigga, I've been a fucking sneakerhead, nigga, my whole life. Nigga, I always wanted to work at Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, Finish Line, you know, Shoe Palace, Sheet, you know, like, I always wanted to work at a shoe store. It just never was in the cards for me, my nigga. Like, but it is what it is. It just wasn't for me, dog. And like I say, as much as I wanted to have those jobs, didn't get the motherfuckers. You know, I landed where I was supposed to. I'm way more happy where I am than I'd have been if I'd have worked at one of them motherfuckers. You know, because like I tell motherfuckers, like sometimes you look back and you just think about where you would have been if you wouldn't have been rejected. Like, where would I be if I'd have fucked around and got one of those jobs? I might be the manager at a Foot Locker right now, making probably less than a quarter of what I make right now. Just because I got what I thought I wanted, or I got what I wanted at the wrong time. You know, because like I say, my nigga, sometimes you miss out on shit because you were supposed to. You miss out on shit because it was below you. You miss out on shit because you was too great for that shit. Same with people, nigga. You was too fly for her. You was too fly for him. You know, you might have wanted him because he was handsome and tall and all these good things, and vice versa. You know, you as a man, you might have wanted her, man. She was pretty, she had some big ass titties, nice smile, cool little personality and shit. Like, you know, y'all seemed like y'all had a cool little vibe, and she wasn't for you, my nigga. You know, there's some shit that might have been about her that, nigga, she wasn't ready for you, my nigga. Like, nigga, there was something there, nigga, that wouldn't have worked between y'all. And that's okay. You know, like I be telling motherfuckers, like, nigga, have you ever looked back at your high school crush and seen where they at now? Seen what they got going on right now? Seen how they looking right now? Like, serious question, my nigga. Like, do y'all motherfuckers still see your high school crushes like on Facebook or any of that shit? do you still want that motherfucker? Like, nigga, I look back at some of the motherfuckers I had a crush on in high school, and I'm like, whoo, I dodged the motherfucking bullet. Nigga, not to sound fucked up, but I be looking at they kids and be like, whoo, shit. I dodged the bullet, nigga. I'm glad my kids don't look like that. God damn, I'd had a kid with a motherfucking. That's how they little asses would have came out looking. Shit. I'm just saying, my nigga, like, you never know, my nigga. Sometimes it just ain't for you. And that's okay. You know, nigga, I'll be glad to be redirected. You know, like I say a lot, like, take your ego out of a lot of shit. And you'll be able to handle a lot of things in your life a whole lot better when you take your ego out of it. Like when you take your feelings out of a lot of shit, you can move a lot better. You know, like just like when it comes to breakups, like just like if I was in a situation with a person and it ends, you know, and like this goes into like, you know, the episode, This Is Why I'm Cool. A lot of times, my nigga, nothing is forever. You know, it sounds fucked up because of the way that people use this phrase, but it's the truth. People don't belong to you, my nigga. She's not yours. It's just your turn. He's not yours. It's just your turn. It's fucked up, but it's the truth. And it's not to say that he's for the streets or she's for the streets. It's not to say that he's gonna cheat or she's gonna cheat or she left you because she didn't love you or he left you because he didn't love you. That's not always the case. A lot of times, dog, like some shit just wasn't meant to last forever, and that got to be okay with you. You know, like me personally, like I say about my marriage, we had a good 13 years, dog. Could have been a lot worse. Like, it is what it is, my nigga. It couldn't last forever. I'm happy that I was able to get a good 13 years and two beautiful kids out of this shit. We had a lot of good times, my nigga. That's cool. You know, like I be telling motherfuckers, like I don't look at it as wasted time because I had fun. I was happy. I learned a lot of lessons. You know, like I got a lot out of that shit. You know, just like with bad breakups, my nigga, like I can walk away happy because it's like I learned lessons. You know, like it didn't go the way that I wanted it to, but I learned, and that's good. You know, like it's always it is what it is with me, my nigga. I'm looking for the positive in everything. I don't put my feelings into it. That's why I don't have a lot of negativity toward people. Exes, even niggas who I had bad like funk with. Like niggas who was friends at one point that ain't my friends no more. It's the same thing. Like, nigga, I'm just gonna take the good with the bad. It's bad that we ain't cool no more, but it's good that I learned something. I learned what not to fuck with. I learned who not to fuck with. I learned what type of niggas I don't need to be around. I learned what to look for when it comes to friendships. That's cool, my nigga. I'm good with it. I take my ego out of it. Even when I see those niggas. It is what it is, my nigga. I don't want to fight you when I see you. I just ain't gonna break no appointments to kick it with you. I just ain't finna be around you, my nigga. And you know, it's cool. You know, I don't be mad at people. You know, same with women. I got motherfucking women who done suddenly just blocked me. Nigga, we was talking, everything was cool, and then bloop. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Well, it is what it is, my nigga. You know, bitch probably got a boyfriend or something. I don't know. You know, probably got cold feet. You know, probably caught a STD or some shit. It is what it is. I ain't never mad, my nigga. I take my ego out of shit, my nigga, because when you allow your ego to drive your moves, you do goofy shit. You know, when you allow your ego to control you in a whole lot of situations, you do emotional bullshit. Like, I don't have time for that shit, my nigga. Like, that shit's stressful. Running around with your fucking ego making your moves. Like, it ain't never been something that I've been comfortable with, my nigga. Like, I don't have time to be butt hurt at everything that don't go my way because The beauty of life is the fact that it's unpredictable. The thing that makes acceptance feel that much greater is the fact that rejection is a possibility. Like, I love the fact that rejection is there because it feels that much better when I hear the word yes, because I know what that no feel like. I know how it feels to be told no. So it feels great because I know what that no feel like. So that yes feel way better. Even a lot of times when that yes is delayed, you've been told no 7 times. And then on that 8th time, when you hear that word yes, that shit feel incredible. Like I be telling motherfuckers, like nothing is fun when you play on easy. If every shot that you shoot go in, you're gonna eventually get bored with shooting. Cause you already know what the outcome is. So you're gonna be bored with it. Like I like the fact that when I go approach a woman, I don't know what she gonna say. Same with like in comedy. Like, nigga, it's fun because it's the challenge of trying to make people laugh. Like the understanding that nigga, this shit might not go my way. Like, damn, nigga, let me make sure to go as hard as I can, to do as well as I can, because nigga, ain't no guarantee these motherfuckers gonna laugh. So it feels good to get those laughs because I know that it's a possibility that they ain't gonna come. Like that's the beauty of rejection. The fact that it makes acceptance feel 10 times better. And what you say, Casey, as you grow and change, as you grow, change, and sometimes that change doesn't line up with who you with. Exactly. Like I said, like I be fine with the fact that a lot of relationships that you go into have an expiration date on them because sometimes you outgrow a person. Sometimes a person outgrows you, and that's cool. Sometimes y'all just wasn't meant to be forever. So you be happy with the times that you had and you move on. You go find somebody who you're in alignment with. You go find somebody who has the same trajectory that you have. And you go and you try to grow with the other person. But like I said, my nigga, like the beauty of life is knowing that you don't know how something is gonna go. A whole lot of shit not gonna go your way. You're gonna hear no a whole lot in your life, my nigga. It is what it is. Like life is life, my nigga. Sometimes shit just not gonna fall in the way that you want it to fall. But me personally, I smile when I get what I want because I know what it's like to not get it. I'm happy in the fact that a lot of people tell me yeah, because I know what it's like to be told no. I'm happy with the job that I have because a lot of jobs told me no. I've applied at a lot of places and I didn't get in. And again, a lot of those places that I didn't get in, I'm happy. Like, whoo, shit. I'm glad I ain't working there no more, because like what Casey said about like outgrowing people, like with relationships and shit. Like I look at some of my exes and I be like, whoo, nigga, I'm glad we didn't stay together. I'm glad we ended. Damn, what if I was still fucking with her? What if I was still involved with her? Like, nigga, where would I be in life if I was still with that motherfucker? Like, what would I be doing right now if I was still with that motherfucker? That motherfucker was slowing me down. Like a lot of times, like even with friendships and shit, like I look at people who I fucked with at one point and I don't fuck with no more, and I genuinely be like, damn, I am so glad I'm not fucking with that motherfucker no more. I'm so glad I'm not involved with that person no more because that shit could have been terrible for me. Fucking with that person was a fucking mistake. It was bad fucking with that person. I would have been fucked up if I was still fucking with that motherfucker. I wouldn't be nowhere near where I'm at in life if I was still involved with that motherfucker. So I'm glad that me and that person not dealing with each other. Like I said, my nigga, it sucks a lot of times. I get it. Like it hurts to be told no. It hurts when stuff has to end. It hurts, my nigga. But at the same time, like I say, like you got to be able to take your ego out of that shit. You got to be able to separate your feelings from the result of a lot of shit because, the results is not always a negative thing, even when it hurt, even when it's bad. Just like when you lose a family member or you lose a friend, you lose somebody close to you that you love. Like, like they say, my nigga, like some of these motherfuckers, they in a better place now. They're no longer in pain, my nigga. Like they had to move on. The beauty of life is the fact that it's gonna end. The beauty of anything is the fact that it's gonna end. Everything, nigga, no matter what that may be, nigga, there's gonna come a time when this shit not gonna be there no more. So the beauty is in the urgency of enjoying what you going through. The beauty of making the best out of every day because you know that day gonna end. Making the best of any interaction because you know that interaction gonna end. There's gonna come a time when whatever the fuck you got going on ain't gonna be going on no more at some point. So you enjoy that shit while you got it, my nigga. Like I say, nigga, those yeses feel amazing when you know how them no's feel. Like nigga, being accepted feels amazing when you know how that rejection feel. Like that's the beauty of rejection, my nigga. The fact that acceptance is gonna come. Like a lot of times that no is something that motivates you to go harder. That rejection is something that motivates you to get better, to up your level, to step your fucking game up. So you could say, all right, nigga, that motherfucker said no. Watch how I come next time. Like nigga, watch what I bring next time I come to this motherfucker. I'm gonna be 10 times better. I'm gonna be stronger, faster, more articulate, smarter. I'm gonna have my shit together next time I come. A lot of times, like this is something like when it comes to like motorcycle clubs and shit, nigga. You value your vest a lot more when you had to work to earn it. Anything that you had to work to earn, you appreciate more. Anything that it took rejection to get, you appreciate more. Like same when it comes to like entrepreneurship, business, and things of this nature. A whole lot of entrepreneurs have been told no 1,000 times. They've had 1,000 doors slammed in their face. They've had 1,000 customers say they didn't want the product or they didn't want the fucking service. So it feels good when you have those people that accept the service. It feels good when you find out what you improved, how you did better, how you was able to scale your business, how you was able to be more efficient, how you was able to bring better quality, better value to your product or service. And then to have those same motherfuckers who said no begging for your product or service. Same when it comes to you as a person, my nigga. Like me with knowing how it felt to be rejected as a person, whether that be in dating, trying to get at girls, or as an employee trying to get jobs, or as an entrepreneur trying to get loans or trying to sell things, trying to sell myself as an employee. Like, nigga, I'm always trying to improve because I understand, like, nigga, I don't want that rejection. So I'm going to have to go as hard as I can to be better. But if that rejection comes, that's cool. A lot of times, nigga, all that rejection is a reminder that you have to be doing better. You have to be improving. You have to be working harder. You have to be trying to improve yourself so you can get that acceptance next time. Nigga, you make yourself undeniable. Something I tell motherfuckers about like employee, like being an employee. You gotta make yourself as hireable as possible. Like, nigga, my driver's license has everything you can put on that motherfucker. I got all the endorsements. I got hazmats, tankers, doubles and triples, passenger endorsements, so I could drive buses if I wanted to, my nigga. Air brakes, like shit. I take 10 tests when I go to renew my license. Literally, I take 10 tests, my nigga, because that's how many endorsements I got on my motherfucking license. Because I want to be undeniable when I go to get a job, my nigga. I got 18 fucking years experience, my nigga. Like, I want to make myself fucking undeniable, dog. That's the thing. Like, I'm always doing the best that I can to be the best that I can, to make myself unrejectable because I know what that rejection feel like. I use that shit as fuel to keep on improving myself. Like I said, nigga, when it come to rejection with dating, I make sure to be as fly as I can. I make sure to keep my hygiene together. I make sure to be dressed as well as I can. Make sure I look as good as I can. I drink plenty of water, try to make sure my skin's smooth. I do push-ups, nigga, try to make sure I'm in good health. I make sure to, keep daily activities. I try to eat a good diet. Try to make sure like my teeth look cool and all that shit. Because I know what it's like to be told no. So I try to make it to where if you tell me no, you should be mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You should be mad because of what you turned down. Like you don't even realize you turned down something amazing. Like I said, nigga, that's the reason I can take my ego out of rejection. That's why I don't be mad at rejection. Because I know, like, nigga, you did yourself a disservice by turning this down. Like I said, my nigga, this is a Rolls Royce. I'm not mad at you for not wanting to drive this motherfucker. It is what the fuck it is, my nigga. Nobody who's up here is mad at nobody down here for not being able to reach up there. It is what it is, my nigga. You be mad when this motherfucker up here and you down here trying to reach up. The club ain't mad because you can't get in. You mad because you can't get in the club. That's the thing. Like, that's the mindset that I have when it comes to rejection. Nigga, I'm not mad at your no. You should be mad at your no because you don't even know what you said no to, my nigga. Like that's the fucking thing. Like with everything, like nigga, I know where I'm at. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I have to offer. So when I hear the word no, like, all it is something that reminds me that some shit ain't for me or some shit ain't for me yet. And I'm okay with that. Nigga, all that mean is keep going harder, keep improving, and you'll find better because everything that rejects you ain't for you, especially in the fucking moment. Nigga, sometimes no just mean wait. Other time, no mean go elsewhere. But at all times, my nigga, I take my ego out of the no because I know what I got to offer, and what I got to offer is fucking amazing, my nigga. But I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can get you some merchandise at toomuchgamepodcast.store, TOO muchgamepodcast.store. Or you can cash at me directly, Uncle Dolemite, Uncle Dolemite. Send a nigga $1 or something if you enjoyed the show. Follow me on all social media platforms, Uncle Dolemite, or Uncle Dolly Jokes on Instagram. That's my backup page because them niggas trying to delete me. That's why I ain't live on Instagram right now. What else? Hit the motherfucking YouTube pages because I'm live on YouTube right now. YouTube.com/Too Much Game Podcast, TOO Much Game Podcast, and Uncle Dolemite. I got a comedy set on that motherfucker. Follow the squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports for You Podcast, Sports number 4, letter U Podcast. Y'all check them niggas out. They be doing they shit. And yeah, I think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.